all. You're here today to show you how to get some off-season pumpkin seeds. So if you completed the event but you ran out of seeds, you can actually, build these pumpkin shelters and then boop, 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 blow it up and you look at here, 3 little seeds and a whole bunch more pumpkin swaps for me. It's nice because then what you can do is get yourself out and so I over here have a little pumpkin farm here. So basically I've taken a exosensor grid, put 3 proximity repeaters inside it. You can sometimes get away with 2, but I did 3 just to make sure I had full coverage. And then you gotta have some way you got to pull out the samples, and that is very important because if the pumpkin seeds don't hit ground, they will despawn like every other seed. So you want to make sure you get everything else out of the thing, and that's the same reason for this. So the Astronium, while this doesn't produce a lot of Astronium, it does produce some. Uh, and what happens though is when you get a seed that turns purple and has Astronium, when it blows up, it puts the Astronium on bottom and the seed on top. And so what happens, that means that the seed can't reach ground, and so you need to pull it out. And so, I pull out the Astronium. Again, this is not fast because there's only like a 1% chance the seed actually does happen, so I wouldn't use it as a primary source. It's honestly, this is probably more for the research because the squat samples are really good research. Though they do have one major downside, and that because it's using proximity repeaters, they have to be you have to be in the area now. They nerfed that about a year and a half ago, but you can see here the research is getting it's a little bit random because as fast the seeds kind of go fast and refill fast, but it averages out to about 250 is the standard, but sometimes it does 350. I haven't quite figured out why some of the samples do. It's clearly not power. I have plenty of power, but you know, so it's up to 350, which it makes it almost double the methane route and a lot less power. But I would still go, and if you're going museum route, go do the standard gas. Yes, it takes a lot more power, but it's leave it and forget it. As much as I love this, and it was one of my crazy ideas, uh, the other is probably better. But if you want a little extra every once in a while when you go at night, just to generate some before morning, get a little Astronium. This is what I would do. It's cheap. It's fairly easy to do. But that's why I also built it right here, or moved it to right here, is because this is also my scrap farm here. Was my preferred method before I did the Astronium mine. The key is you got to get a full backpack. And so what happens once you have a full backpack, there's no inventory slot for the glow stick to go. So it goes to the ground, and then from the ground, your auto arm can pick it up. And what this does is this takes, since it's made from organic, you get infinite organic, you have a slight scrap. It takes 4 glow sticks to make, but after that, it's basically infinite. So it gives you about 1 every 35 seconds. Not bad, but again, if you're just going AFK, it's great. Bye. Like and subscribe to the Beardo and Sino channel.